I'm going to watch it from the Penguins' point of view. Montana versus Schlieffen. Wow, okay. Martin, Salem, Moskva, Nevsky. That's a lot of radar detection for your team. Radar destroyer, long range Moskva, Nevsky radar, long duration radar from the Martin and Salem. And then Penguin, he's got Martin, Salem, Moskva, Nevsky, Gearing, Marceau. Wow, okay. How's your Haragumo set up?
It's going to be a ledge. It's going to be a ledge Gumo for sure. I think we're going to be seeing Smoke Nevsky on the outside A to hold it with G-Dank radar. It's going to, but see, they've got to deal with this Marceau.
Okay.
And where I actually think where we try and win this is going to be around C, and they're going to run into San Martin, Salem, Montana. Yeah, that's where they like to go around.
Alright, fair. I mean, that's fair. I mean, I've watched this map now, obviously, quite a few times yesterday, and from what I can see, the basic principle hasn't changed. It's 2 cruisers and 1 battleship going BC, and then everyone else going for Alpha, and then positionally placing themselves around Alpha in an arc, so that whenever there's a detection, it's all about maximizing guns on a spot and punishing.
Here we go. It's all going to come down to if this Marceau can cap or not.
Oh, no, the Gdansk is going to pop him.
Yep, there's the radar.
Well within... Yes, there's your radar. And it's only going to last like 5 seconds, so it's going to pop him up. And he's well within the Moskva. Can he get to the island and sneak? He's going to get reset.
There's the reset. I just want to see decent damage on him. Nevsky doesn't have... Well, and look how far behind their Nevsky is, so that Gearing isn't going to be able to set up smoke. But he's going to be able to. He's going to be able to do it.
He got in there. It's going to give Penguins the point start.
Yeah, Moskva radar. There's Moskva radar. Gumo may be able to reset him here. No, he's backing up.
I mean, he's really, really, really snug in. I mean, the Gdansk might be able to clip him over, but I mean, Haragumo has to keep going around. What's on the back here? Nope. Nevsky's pretty far because he's trying to go around. He's waiting. I guess the Gearing's waiting for him. Moskva's close to give him support. He gets the cap. So, I mean, if I were the Marceau, I would wait for the Moskva radar to end in 5 seconds and then leave.
There's the blind shots trying to catch the Gumo.
Well, the radar's gone. I would
look, Mas. There's one more Nevsky radar on.
That's a Hydro, not a radar.
Yeah, well, Nevsky's got it. He's not using it.
Yeah.
And they've accomplished what they want.
Yeah, both Salems are locked into their standard position. They've got their Martin on flank protection, and then both battleships are somewhat in position, although it looks like your Schlieffen's much closer to the center rather than the Montana. So, positional advantage for Penguins? Rushing in.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Nevsky's popped his radar.
There's the radar. They see the Marceau.
He's caught the Marceau. A little bit of clip. He's almost out of radar range, but he's taking a lot of health for that capture.
Well, and our Gumo's caught bow in to Nevsky smoke. They've actually timed this. Look at these torpedoes. These torpedoes are. Oh, Nevsky pops his hydro.
Has he got RPF? How to go? He does, yeah. So he's able to vaguely know where they are.
This Gearing.
Oh, the Gearing. No, he's going to dodge that. It's whether or not the Nevsky can dodge it. Should do. It kills his speed. Oh, yeah, I know sometimes. Oh, the Gdansk just took a torp.
Gdansk took a torp.
I mean,
and Moskva should be able to. This could be a dead Gdansk. They haven't radared him yet. There it is. Marceau can shoot. Get out of there, G-Dank. Run for your life.
Moskva just popped his radar. Has he got guns on? No, the island's
He doesn't, but Nevsky does, and Marceau does if he shoots.
They're firing. It's enough. Just 2-8, 2-4, 2-7. Is he flooding or burning? Yeah, he has. He's got a sticky fire. He's got damage con though. Oh, battleship shots. Montana helped, and the fire's out. But I mean, operationally,
he's
He's out of it. He can use his... hold on.
No,
I don't shots, man.
No.
That's close.
Go
here
back
comes
up.
another set.
Oh no!
Over the hill. Oh, that's rough because that's your proxy radar gone. And yeah, you've got the Nevsky, the Moskva, but you don't have anything to push in. I mean, the Haragumo can try it, but it's now up to you to make a play. Your Martin is pretty far back off the line. Your Schlieffen is pushing up. He's pushing up at the moment through Belgium, and he could sneak round and get the Salem. Oh, that Salem used to play for me in a previous season. I recognise the name for the Penguins side.
Yep. And checkmate. Okay, he's coming forward with him.
Nevsky's got a radar up. He's spotted your
and he's got the Gumo. Uh-oh. This is going wildly wrong.
That's a counter radar from your Nevsky that's firing on ours.
Moskva's got shots too.
Your battleship took a couple of hits. It's a lot of fight. Man, your Haragumo down to 11k. Radar is how much long? Just ending now. Thing is,
and
although
he's
the Marcel
still
is
spotted.
low,
There he goes.
There's a 3 minutes on counting. Thing is, it's not enough just to take A at this point because of the point differential being around 300.
And here they go. They're pushing the Schlieffen.
Yeah, into B. And the thing is, the Schlieffen is rounding the Salem.
His guns are ready for the Salem.
And the Martin's trying to get him cornered. The other Salem isn't pushing round. I kind of thought you should, but...
Big hits! Big hits!
And here comes the other Salem hits. Yeah, but the
Salem's
firing it. There we go.
Okay. Well, we needed that. These torpedoes are going to threaten the Gumo.
It stalls back to 3 minutes.
Now, with the Moskva running away, are they going to try and touch with our Moskva, or are they going to send the Gumo
your Schlieffen just took another hit. I don't think your battleship's going to survive much longer. And once you're down a BB, and
the San Martin's is hiding.
Montana can bully. Yeah.
Yeah, he can get around that island, hopefully. The Moskva's going to have shots in a second. No, he's dark. This is the San Martin needs to be up further. Torps are no good.
Penguin radars, and his radar is just out of range, so that's not going to work.
Yeah, I think at a certain point we have to push our Moskva or our Gumo into A. I hope they see that. Let the Schlieffen heal.
A is pretty much unguarded, more or less, in terms of ability to detect. The Marcel.
Yeah, there we go. Moskva's going.
Sneak in.
Well, and they're giving him a lot of time. Oh, look at that Marcel. Marcel's going to eat torps. Marcel's going to eat torps. Come on, baby. These slow Schlieffen torps are going to be the difference maker. Boom, boom. Oh, no! He took one. But the Salem is broadside to the San Martin now. Getting shot at by the Montana.
Yep. I don't know what those two... he's getting absolutely chumped. His heel is on cooldown for another 75 seconds.
Our Schlieffen needs to shoot at this San Martin. Okay.
Well, you're getting the A-cap, and that will catch you up. I mean, it's only about a 200-point differential.
Not if the Salem dies here.
Yeah, he can't escape. There's just no escape, is there? No. And your Martin's coming up to try and harass the other Martin, which is 20k, but he has a super heal running currently for 30 more seconds.
Gumo took another torp. He's down to 400 health. I think we're cooked here.
Wow. Well, you get the cap, though.
Got the cap, but he's going to wander right into Nevsky radar.
You need one kill to catch up and overtake. And the Salem, I think this is him dead now from the shots on the battleship. Yeah. Yep. That was awkward. That's game. 60 seconds to go.
Nevsky could die over here.
I don't see an easy way to get.
I mean, the funny thing is, the Gumo may die to just stray bullets. Yeah, he just took a hit shots. There. All right, we're pushing forward with the Nevsky. Montana's got shots out on this Moskva.
Oh. Ooh, ouch.
And their Nevsky, yeah, that's game. Their San Martin did a good job. He went dark. And that does it. Oh, no!
Down 1-0, man. It's your map pick next.
That was our map pick.
Oh, that was your map pick. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Well, you might be able to bring it back. Who knows?
That's the first time they went with that particular strategy.
I'll be right back, because my dog was nagging me the entire game, wanting attention. I'm going to let her in the garden. I'll be right back. Oh, that was thrilling.
Terrifying is the word. Well, I would say.
To be fair, I mean, if we look at that game subjectively, you were put in a disadvantaged position because the Marceau made a very quick play for the cap and was generating points. So because he rushed in and he grabbed a bunch of points, grabbed the capture point, I should say, it meant you were at a disadvantage. You then had to play into the cap. You had no other option.
Yeah, and that torpedo on the Gdansk was the difference maker. It happens.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, lucky. What happened to us? We had a ship die, torpedo, a destroyer to a lucky torp as well in the yesterday.
We almost took out that Marceau with torpedoes.
We did, although they were very wet toilet papery. I mean, you'd think a torpedo would just kill a DD, but no.
You would think.
I guess if you're making a team, you want to come up with a strategy which either locks the cap points out, gets your cap first, but then locks the neutral one, or gets your cap and the third, neutral one early. Maybe it sacrifices a little health or a little bit of a strength of the team composition or takes an extra DD over a cruiser, but it gets you that kind of point advantage that then forces the enemy team to come into you. And then you need a second game plan for when you're behind. If the enemy does get the cap before you, how do you counterplay? I mean, this is more maybe King of the Sea type of stuff, having like set game plans, ways to get multiple cross arcs and multiple detections and vision and how to play. But anyway.
Yeah, what's curious?
So what's your team going to do in Sea of Fortune? They're going to go back to what they did yesterday?
Hell if I know. I've suggested a strategy for this, which I think is super strong. If they're going to be Bravo spawn, it could work. I have no idea what they're going to do. We've got like 3 different strategies to choose from. Let me see if they've.
I always preferred north on this map because it always feels that the
north has better islands.
Yeah, better islands. I feels like you can get into Charlie more easily, but also one ship can look at the entire, like Moskva, Nevsky, whatnot. Not Nevsky and Moskva can basically radar A, B, and C. And you can just have complete total detection on the center for anyone making pokes or plays, and then you can maybe send someone on the far side of A to grab that or deny it or whatnot or stall. It'll be interesting to see what you guys do. But did you say you're south or north on this map?
We are south, Bravo.
Okay.
Okay, reverse sweep on its way. And now we've got our non-English speaking battleship in.
It's fine. All you do is on the mini map, you click the square, and it's like go here or shoot here.
They type to him, and he translates it. I found out that a guy I was going to put as a replacement because one of my pool ones didn't show up spoke Russian. That would have been helpful.
You're sticking to the Schlieffen, and it looks like the Penguins went with the Kremlin. Martin, Puerto Rico.
Lots of radar.
Moskva's, yeah. One of those Moskvas has got to go into that little slot, I think, on AB. You're sticking with the Gdansk, though. The Gearing Daring is quite that kind of gun combo. Oh, well, this will be interesting. I mean, I can see the San Martins doing like sort of the flanking watch. I'm curious if you're gonna do like a Nevsky support with smoke and try and go for Charlie. Well, let's find out.
Yeah,
match point. This is it.
You gotta do it. This is a new strat. Let's see here. I don't know what they're doing. Oh yeah, I do. Okay. Now that I see where they're going, I know.
Yeah. So Penguins, they're doing the Gearing Martin combo of 2, and just those 2 to harass, stall, maybe cheekily sneak out Charlie. Although, given you're sending 4 ships to Charlie, that doesn't look possible. And then the Puerto Rico Daring Kremlin Moskva looks like they're going to do a flank on A, and then probably one of the Moskva is going to sit on the top of AB. And you have both your destroyers going to the same.
Yeah, they
point.
gotta win this. They gotta win this quick.
Thing is, the Gdansk, it can probably get in. I mean, only the San Martin's going to have the radar, but obviously they don't know that. They don't know the early spots, and they will get into position before the Moskva lodges in. I mean, if we check that, oh, he's not going. He's just
not
going.
going.
So close. No, he's butt reversing. Sorry, that's my mistake. So he's gonna crawl round, emergency stop on the rocks, and then reverse tail in.
Knowing that he's gonna get radared at least once for this, but there shouldn't be a ton of. Depending on if this Moskva, if that Moskva makes it to that rock, he's going to.
Yeah, he's within range of the Moskva. Like the Moskva's radar range is what, 12 kilometers. So it's too late now. He could have initially gone in. In fact, he's not even choosing to reverse anymore. Maybe he's waiting for one of your guys to come in.
I think they're trying to trap
him with the snap radar. Yeah,
this almost looks like a sea trap that's never going to happen. And there's the Gearing Torps.
So the Harrigan was leading the Nevsky, and then I'm guessing if I check the ranges here, yes. So the Moskva and the Gdansk are like 2 continuous radars that can totally cover Charlie as a back-to-back. So if anyone goes into sea, you're going to have vision, and you're going to have extra fire from the Haragum and the Nevsky that can sneak in around the flank. So that's one good game plan. Nobody's making a play for AB or wants to. Your Schlieffen...
They may be shoving the Kremlin in.
I'm concerned about your Des Moines and your Schlieffen because you're still going fairly quick.
I'm concerned about my Des Moines. He's spotted.
Because he's got 3 ships on him, and the Kremlin is going to go around. Oh wow, he's going for the cap here. He doesn't have anywhere near enough support to make this work. I gotta say, based on where you are, he's a dead man. And, you're gonna be down a ship and points already. If
pull one.
He doesn't need to be this aggressive. Like, you're already going for Charlie. Oh, here's the radar. And mistakes were made. He just realizes where everyone is.
Yeah, well, he doesn't even know there's 2 more ships out there.
Oh, he's got radar up. But the battleship
it doesn't have the range. Oh, here comes the Kremlin.
Freedom prize.
Lord. Oh, God.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter now. He could nestle up to the
Yeah,
island.
that's
Reversing is the worst thing he could do. He could try and hide behind the cathedral or something. Yeah, Raider, Hydro, heal. He's now beached himself. Because he hasn't gone forward, he's allowing the battleship to get a second salvo off any moment now.
Yeah. At a certain point, you go for the ram.
Well, it's too late now. I mean, he might get
he's dead. Yeah, he's... Wow.
Okay,
that was
well,
going
we're
on.
going to be chatting for the rest of the day.
The Gdansk, he didn't go for Charlie. You're doing good work against the enemy St. Martin, although obviously he can super heal.
Yeah, but who cares?
Oh, the Schlieffen's pushed up to try and back up. It's like a mistake that followed a mistake. He can't get out of that. He's going to get farmed by 3 ships, and then your Kremlin is just going to rotate in, has no opposition, will take Alpha, maybe take Bravo. Your Mossfer from Firewolf is waiting for someone to go into Charlie that's never going to go into Charlie.
I'd like to see the Schlieffen push in and go for...
Kremlin is...
The Torp, so he's backing up. And he's got his guns perfectly placed. Come on, Splot. You should have Torps here. If you can survive this salvo.
I mean...
Got to be patient here.
Survived the first set. He might be able to punish the Kremlin. I wouldn't chase him. Would you chase him?
I would go halfway here. Hope to God these Torps murder him.
I don't think they will. I think he's too fast.
Oh, and he's going to be beached.
He might get like 1 or 2. I mean, it's forced him out of position, so that means the other Kremlin, so the Moskva can work on him.
Yeah, but all 3 of these guys can work on the Schlieffen.
Yeah. I think of all the options of what he could have done, that was probably the worst. Like, follow the battleship.
Staying there and getting farmed to death would have been the worst.
Well, yeah, like
number 2.
Yeah, like he could have turned out and gone, towards the other ship and not been hit by the battleship. He could have followed the battleship. But anyway, yeah.
And look at this, my Nevsky's damaged, my Gumo's damaged. Yeah, they've given up.
This is always the cruelty of this tournament. It gives you a false sense of hope. You feel like you're doing well, and then you go into the next round thinking, oh man, yesterday was awesome, we're gonna win, and then you're like dumpster fired by the lowest team, and you're just like, no!
Yep, you got A and B, and there's really nothing we can do.
You need 2 ships, battleship, A and B. I don't know how you even come back into this, because the San Martin can't beat a Puerto Rico and a Moskva, let alone also then a Daring on top of that. I mean, you've got your Gdansk, but he's so far away with the Moskva, there's no opportunity to get easy torps.
Spotted.
Oh, wow.
Why is he spotted?
Martin, the battleship's about to lay a kiss on the Martin. Oh.
Okay,
I mean,
we still have a smoked Nevsky, but this is infuriating.
If it were me, I think your Gdansk is making a mistake. I think he should have gone in aggressively with the Moskva and tried to kill the Kremlin off in a charge attack. Yes, it's desperate, but if you're able to hit the Kremlin from 2 sides, have the Kremlin looking at the Moskva, torp him from behind or something. It kills the battleship. You've got the Moskva that can block off, Qilong to the north, the Penguin Moskva, and you might be able to get AB and stall it, and that would give you 3 cap, and then you're only technically down 1 ship, and you've got all 3 cap points. It kind of feels like you have to be desperate. You got to bring your Nevsky and your Haragumo back into the center, and but it's too late now because the Daring's now into position.
And Puerto Rico and Moskva have wrapped around. They've got Moskva broadside.
Yeah, so even if he were to,
the thing I don't get about it is they have players in weird ships.
Your team or
My team.
I mean, they mixed it up from yesterday?
Yeah, big time.
Oh, wow.
Like, we went over all of this stuff, and they changed the strategy.
Ain't broke, Well,
it's broke now.
Okay, so your Nevsky and your Haragumos come in, and they're laying into the Kremlin. Maybe? I guess, maybe. And then your Moskva is peeking up, preventing kind of Qilong from, doing anything. Eats a little bit, has a radar, maybe wants to hit the San Martin without revealing himself to the Kremlin. I mean, that's fair. And the Gdansk is trying to help the other San Martin. This is just health trading and positional. But, since you're down Cap and 2 ships, you can't really afford to try and trade like this.
2 caps.
Is the Kremlin going to go around the corner?
That would be crazy of him to do that.
Nah, he can't. He's going to... No, he wanted to go forward so he could see the Nevsky and fire AP shots on him. You like that?
Oh my god, full one players. We've got smokes. Let's utilize them.
Okay, now comes the smoke, but it's a bit... I don't see late.
About to have the Gdansk radar.
Oh, here comes the extra follow-up. That's going to hurt regardless of smoke.
This game's over.
Oh, that's it. That's it. It's kaput.
Okay, another team league down the tubes.
Well, you still have your placement games, so you guys get to play a bit more if they want to, and you get to cast a bit more.
Yeah, this was not where we were supposed to be going at, but it is what it is.
They're gonna get like a pity kill? Nope. I was gonna say, can they kill the Kremlin? Kremlin's like, nope.
Damn. And look at this.
Your team didn't necessarily do poorly. The play on Charlie was a great trap if the team went for it, which they didn't. But fine, positionally it was still fine. And the denial on AB was still there. It was still fine. Your team was doing everything acceptable. The catch was, for whatever reason, your Des Moines went way too aggressive to try and grab Alpha without knowing what was waiting on him. And that's why you lost, because you went down the ship. And then maybe the battleship pushed up also too hard to support him, and also died. So it's that very, very first maneuver, which wasn't even a desperate scenario. You weren't like, oh, we're about to lose, we must push into this enemy, trap. It was like, everything's fine. Why would you do that?
I'm looking. Looks like they changed their strategy as well. They were anticipating Marceau, Napoli, Moskva on the outside, but when it's not there, you make those adjustments in the beginning. If they have a San Martin, San Martin's going out sea, so you're investing your smoke comp into a ship that can just run away. Yeah, this game is over. Jesus, that was brutal.
I'll be right back.